Something's happening here. Child crushed by a machine. There has been an accident. A child worker has been trapped and badly injured inside a machine. We have to stop the entire facility if we want to have a chance of saving the kid. Well, hello there and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be continuing on with the fall of Winterhome. In the last episode we had cleared 30 ruins, which was one of our objectives, and now we are going to be continuing on. We need to drop our discontent and raise our hope in this episode, or we will lose the scenario altogether. Now, right off the bat, let's see what our scouts have found. Crowded cave. The entrance to the cave is hidden from view and shielded from the prevailing wind. Explore. A perfect refuge. The cave is deep and surprisingly warm. There is even fresh water source here, a perfect place for a hideout. We found raw food. That is actually good. We need a lot of raw food. Fresh water springs. Let's see what we can find there. Most likely more raw food. And we have a lot of sick people, which we need to cure as soon as possible. For which I am thinking of opening another healthcare facility, but perhaps we are better off getting more tech, since we will need that even more. Can I place it anywhere? I could place it here, I suppose. Other than, we actually should also start to go for House of Prayer, so that we can raise our hope and lower the discontent even further. And I think this fits better over here. Yeah, let's place it there. This... it is a wooden ruin, okay. I can't really send people over there, it's cold. We need to make two, I believe, right? Yes. The other one should go... I think I will demolish these and put them one tile closer to the gen. That should give me enough space over here to put this. Yeah, let's do that. But I don't think I have enough housing, do I? Perhaps we should actually build first more housing before we do anything else. Can't place it there. I can, however, place it here. But we also need more roads connecting them. And we have 313 unemployed people. And we have no food left, so we actually also need to go for more hunter huts. Let's place them at the back. The further away they are from heat sources, the better for us, because that means that we have more space to put the things that need heat. Like this. This should give us more food. How much food do we need daily? 566, that is a lot. Quite a lot, actually. We could also start opening up some of these. These guys don't have food to produce. And we are not producing soup, actually. That is interesting. Let's activate these, so that we get more coal production. Then, oops, wrong button. Let's see, can I get more resources from somewhere? Yes. Let's build this over here to clear that out. We do have one over here. Let's keep it. And we do no longer have wood, actually. That is not good, is it? And something's happening here. Child crushed by a machine. There has been an accident. A child worker has been trapped and badly injured inside a machine. We have to stop the entire facility if we want to have a chance of saving the kid. Yeah, I am not going to let the child die. I am not a monster. And also, can I place a stone? Yes. Let's connect it immediately. We will need a lot of steel in this scenario, by the way. And let's start demolishing these to open up a bit of space. Okay, that is the upgraded one. don't have enough wood, like always. Okay, then let's go back to this and let's actually go on and demolish the road as well. As I had said in the previous video, the roads in this scenario are absolutely abysmal. I don't know what they were thinking when they were building these. Let's build them like this. We will demolish this as well. Then let's go to resources, gathering post. We need to clear this out as well. And tomorrow the weather is actually going to be hotter. That's good for us. More people working over here. But is this the cold one? But we don't really need that. I will say open, but I won't keep the people there. This is actually useless now. Clear it. Then we need more food production. So let's send everyone. This is also now useless. Demolish it. Now research. What do we go for? We could go for healthcare insulation. I would preferably not go for infirmary because it wants a steam core and we don't really want to use them a lot. We could go for faster gathering. Let's do that. Something's happened somewhere. There. Child worker rescued. We managed to get the child out of the machine alive, although gravely wounded. Let's hope that this kid will recover fully. Hope will rise slightly. Perfect. We need people working over there. Then... Oops, not the house. We need the bunkhouse. Over there. Let's demolish this road as well. Let's demolish all of these actually. This gives us wood as well. Why not? Then can I place this thing? Yes, I can. Okay. Perfect. This should increase our hope even further. And if we can clear these out, I think I will put some medical posts at the back. House of Prayer built. Hope rises. Perfect. But yeah, the sick are getting out of hand. We are getting a lot of people sick. But it should soon start to drop again, since it is going to be warm. Should I build one of these over here? Yeah, let's do that. How much space do we have around our generator though? Not a lot. Is this the snow pit? Yes, this is the snow pit. I want the snow pit to be moved over to this side, since unlike the cemetery, you should not heat the snow pit. Because if you heat the snow pit, the snow will start to melt and the dead will be resurfaced, which will cause illness. So we should get rid of it. Yeah, we have too many sick. I need medical posts. How many engineers do I have available? 11. Not enough, to be honest. There is nothing left over there. Let's clear that out. Nothing left over here. Let's clear it out. Let's stop for now. Let's go for resources, gathering post. Should I build this somewhere over here? Yes, I think I should. We should also send now some workers towards there to clear that out. Another one over here and one over there. Then, well, this is actually cold. Do I want people to go there? No, I don't. I don't think so. We are still producing enough coal. That is good news. Let's speed up the game again. But we really need more healthcare. Where can I put this right now, though? Let's finish up the snow pit, then say demolish this. Wait, no, that is... Wait. Where did I put that? Didn't I put another snow pit? I'm confused, wait. People, snow pit. I could have sworn that I put a snow pit. Where did I put it? Ah, there. Okay, that is the snow pit. I was worried for a second because, as I said, people will get even further sick if there is no place to dispose of the dead. And I know that sounds horrible, but it is reality, unfortunately. Let's do it like this. Then another healthcare right over here. Our people have arrived at the freshwater springs. Several pools are kept from freezing by springs gushing from the fissures in the rocky bottom. There are plenty of fish in the water. Flashes of silver shimmer from the fish as they dart between submerged boulders, nibbling algae from them. A reminder of the greener past of this place. We don't know what species they are, but fresh fish will be a welcome addition to our menu. More raw food. And I can apparently also put an outpost there. But I think the coal outpost right now will be better for us. Let's go towards the dreadnought. Then we need more people working on these places, gathering resources for us. There is nothing over here. Let's close that off. Can I build more anywhere? Where would they be useful? Over here, perhaps. And what is this? Another gathering post. Let's close it. Okay. In fact, let's demolish this. This is not useful over there. So is this? What is this? Okay, this is also a gathering post, but that will be useful later on. We have gotten faster gathering. Can I go for any health upgrades? No. Do I go for the infirmary after all? I don't really want to do this. But it treats sick faster. What else do we have for a choice? Factory is not going to be useful at all. That's for sure. We can't go for another outpost. Perhaps we could go for the generator efficiency upgrade. Yeah, let's go for the generator efficiency upgrade. Let's speed up things again. We need more engineers working on these to treat our sick. Do we have any engineers that are not working in these places? What is over here? A sawmill. Take him out. We sent him over there as well. People are hungry. I will feed them. Don't you worry. Speaking of which, let's immediately make more hunter huts. Over there. Over here. Can't build there. Can build here. We might build one of the wall drills perhaps. So let's keep that space open. Let's do this. How much food production do we have right now? 360. I need to further increase my hope. We can make a sermon, which will increase it a bit. Let's send more people over there. We have got 3 people available, so let's just do this. The rebirth of faith. We already know. Thank you. Let's send them out hunting. I don't think these guys will hunt now. Perhaps these might. No. Okay, they are not hunting today. Sad. Dreadnought. The only dreadnought we didn't disassemble. It is stripped of supplies and in need of an overhaul, but otherwise it is intact. The last dreadnought. As we climb over the edge of the snow-covered plateau, we feel like ants crawling over an alien landscape towards some gigantic beast. We stop at last a stone's throw from the dreadnought to marvel at its scale. One of the huge machines that brought us here to towers above us, cold and silent. It would take an enormous amount of labor and resources to make it usable again. Yet it is still a reminder of everything that we left behind and of our journey north. We decided to leave it intact. Take the resources. Let's send them back so that we can get the food rations and the raw food for the food production. Then I will most likely need more of these, but we also need another law. Let's go for the soup. Do I go for the soup or do I go for more faith? Shrines could be really useful, actually. I think I will go for the shrines, so that I can increase production over there. Oh, I can't place it right over there. Okay. Let's put another one over here. Another one over there would have been more useful than putting one over here. Actually, wait a second. This does make our medical post actually faster, which should prove to be very useful actually. How much food production do we have now? Still not quite enough. So we need a few more, but we don't have wood now anymore. And we have unfortunately some amputees. Now that I think about it, I think I will also need actually the factory for the amputees. Right? The child will live. Sir, we saved the burnt child's life, but the damage to his arm was so severe that gangrene started to develop. The medical team did their best to save the arm, but they had to remove it above the elbow. Poor child. Yeah, I think we will have to go for the factory as soon as possible as well. There is our food. Perfect. Let's send him to the weather station. And there is nothing to collect anymore over there. Let's demolish that. There is now a lot of space actually over here. Voices in the ruins. Sir, one of our people has just heard voices coming from the ruins. It is a miracle that there are any survivors after all this time. We must hurry, or we will lose them. It is cold, but we have to save them. Are there any gathering posts working on it? Yes. Let's put another one to make things quicker. And do we have any engineers that are not working in any important places? No, we don't. All of them are working very, very hard. And good news, we are actually starting to heal. Perfect. Breath of Hope. Sir, people have started to leave personal charms, beads and written prayers at shrines as votive offerings. I am glad to hear that. There's nothing left over there. Clear that out. Clear this out as well. And then, are there any ruins left? Over here is one left. Okay, that is a medical post. I think I will take one person from there so that I can give it here, so it works better. Generator efficiency, perfect. We will need this, I think, the factory. Let's put some people over there. What is this? This is no longer anything to collect. We will need more bunkhouses. Let's put them down. Just like this. They should build them very quickly, so I don't think that there will be a lot of sick coming from that. As I say. Let's go for the soup production actually. Survivors! The engineers responsible for preparing the weather forecasts welcome us as we enter the building. The weather station is manned by several engineers who use an array of instruments to monitor the air temperature, wind force and direction, and atmospheric pressure changes. On the basis of this data, they prepare weather forecasts. We could use these engineers in the city to help with the generator, but if we close the weather station, we will lose the weather forecast. Well, it is going to keep getting colder, I can tell you that much, says the chief meteorologist. But he's right, and we know that in about 2 days, it will get 2 degrees colder. I will bring the engineers to the city. We need them as soon as possible. End of weather forecast. And we no longer can see the weather forecast, unfortunately. But we need more engineers. We need more research. Speaking of which, we apparently have nearly cured everyone. So some of these are actually no longer useful for us. But we need to increase our hope. How many days do we have left? 4 days. The engineers have arrived. Let's build another bunkhouse somewhere. Right over here it can fit. Perfect. Let's get rid of this road though. It is absolutely useless. Okay. This should do the trick for now. How much food production? 624. That is enough for now. But we will need more eventually. Let's go towards the snowy hill. Okay. Things are going great for now. There is not a whole lot of coal piling up over there though. There is a lot over here, however. Can I put down another gathering post close enough? I think this is in its range, right? I think this will be in range. I am not sure, let's try it. We will see. Then we have now more engineers, which means that we can also now build, or not, I want to build another workshop, but apparently we do not have enough wood. How much wood are we getting per day? 384 for now. How did we use that much wood? Yeah, it is in range. Okay, perfect. This should give us more coal. Yep. And we are actually getting close to our maximum coal production. And we need another one of these, and there we can apparently put another one of those over there. This should be heated. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Can I put another one? Is this heated? No. Cancel. How about the thugs? Sir, we pulled several thugs from the ruins who served the previous leader. When these cowards realized that we were winning, they hid in the guardhouse pantry and were buried under the debris after it caught fire. What shall we do with them? Let them be, they won't hurt anyone anymore. Discontent will rise. Banish them, discontent will fall. For our workers starving and ill. We are fine with discontent right now. Let's Let them be, I guess. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will be ending the video here. I am very thankful that you have been watching this series with me, and I want to mention that some of you have been starting to leave some comments down below, and I very much appreciate them. There's one person that I didn't really write anything long, I just pretty much wrote thanks. It is not that I don't appreciate it, I really do appreciate it a lot. It's just that I couldn't think of anything good to say there. If you thought that I don't appreciate you or anything, I am very sorry. It is not like that, I promise you. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see all of you in the next video.